Hello and welcome, all my beautiful, vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls who are Cancer suns, have big Cancer placements, or are cross watchers for Cancer. Welcome to your month ahead messages looking at the month of February 2025. For those who are interested, the tarot special of the month is going to be who would like you to be their Valentine. That's going to be the question of the month. So starting February 1st all the way through the month of February, if you book the tarot special, that's what we'll be looking at. That will be linked down below in case you are interested in that. But yeah, with that, let's get into it. Let's find out what your month ahead holds. I'm moving my hat out of the way because I forgot to put that away. Oops. I hope that you guys had a wonderful start to your year. I hope things are merry and bright. I almost took this, but I wanted to pick a different one. I do want to look though. We have old women. Sorry, I was like, some of you are old women. With sadness and female. I'm really drawn into the word sadness. Oh, so maybe some of you didn't have such a great time. You guys might be going through, we did have that Cancer full moon in January, and that was a shakeup. So this may be a time where you're still processing some heavier energies. We have the Dove at the bottom with peace and serenity. So this is really, to me, saying that there is peace about something that's caused great sadness. Some of you have been dealing with grief work, especially for somebody who may have already passed or passed a while ago, but it's just been like a wave of kind of grief and release work. So this is Spirit really wanting to talk to you and say that things are going to improve. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you the cards in a moment because one card flew out. Queen of Pentacles reversed at the bottom. This is the time to not skimp on your self-care. And some of you need to hear that sometimes there is a thin line, but still a line between self-care and self-indulgence. So I'll let you kind of discern that for yourself. But yeah, and here's why. Because you have the Snake with desire and attraction. Your cards, the one that flipped itself over, was the Magician, followed by the Emperor, and the Five of Wands. Okay, I'm getting several messages. This might be a month where there's something you want. This feels like a person that you want, or like somebody has something that you want, but there's something that you want. And it's either kind of part of your healing path or it's going to come back to bite you on the butt. And immediately what I'm getting with the Five of Wands is that this is going to be a time where it's really important to stay grounded and centered so you can discern if something is truly worth the effort or not. For some, you're going to have an opportunity that is either something that you've manifested or something adjacent. It's very similar to what you have been manifesting. You desire it, but is the desire from a healthy place, right? It's almost kind of like this could be like a dark mirror image of something that you have been wanting. So there's a really huge need here for many of you to do your research, to make sure something is worthwhile. And again, just because it is sought after, it doesn't mean it's worth it, right? There might be a lot of competition for something. So like if this is a person, this person could be very popular. This person could be very successful, very sexy, whatever it might be. That does not mean that it's worth throwing your hat into the ring here, especially because we have this message of power struggle and chaos, and we have peace and serenity here at the bottom. So some of you, this is going to be a month where you really kind of have to like figure it out and kind of read between the lines. Now, for others of you, excuse me, this is the month where you are manifesting something that you desire with the Magician. You have the power to be able to overcome pretty much anything, whatever the challenges are. It feels like you will use all the resources at your disposal and weave them together in such a way that creates a position, like a foundation of power and strength for you to operate from, which I quite like that. And for some, this peace and serenity is something that you are directly creating out of the ashes, right? Or you are rising above some conflict, and the month will end with peace and serenity. The deck just like started falling over and split itself. Bride with wife and engagement. Like I was saying, for some, it feels a lot like, for many of you, there's a person that you want, or there's a person that you've been seeking. And there's like, this person might be just really, really hard to pin down. And there's a note to make sure that you're not shortchanging yourself, or you're not spending all your time, energy, and your peace of mind going after something just because you really want it, or just because it's like it's popular or other people want it. There's something here about like digging deep to make sure this is for you. Because I feel like there's something with this energy of like desire and attraction with the snake. The lights. I live in an old house, for those who don't know, and sometimes the electricity will kind of surge or not, and like that's normal. But whenever the lights sometimes like get really bright or they go a little dim out of nowhere, I always kind of take that as confirmation. Some of you are going to get insight into something that you've been desiring, you've been attracting, because it feels like you think you have it. And this insight will kind of reveal to you like, oh, no, this is not worth it. No, thank you. So what is this Magician energy? The Page of Wands in reverse. Aries energy showing up very strongly. We also have Gemini and Virgo. Clarifying the Emperor, we have Death. So it's Scorpio energy. A lot of Mars here, like a lot of Mars. And then clarifying the Five of Wands. Spirit, what is the Five of Wands all about? The Five of Wands represent here. The Three of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Wands at the bottom. That's what I mean. There's the passion, the desire, the attraction. Like something has got you by whatever. By like, you fill in the blanks here. You've been manifesting this new beginning, it feels like, for a while. Something that you can get excited about. Something, a lot of you guys have felt bored and passionless where you are. A lot of you guys, maybe if you've been dealing with, I was going to say like that sadness energy. I almost said compound sadness, or complex grief is another thing that's coming through. A lot of you guys have just wanted to let it go. Some of you guys have been going through a breakup and you're trying to heal from that. There's a sense here where like a lot of you guys are like, I just don't want to sit in this energy anymore. I want to get excited about life. I want a relationship I'm excited about. You know, if you've been dating for a while even, just because the Five of Wands can indicate like a competition. Sometimes there's a little bit of a dating energy. It's kind of like this energy of like, there's nobody that I'm excited about. There's something sort of like that, right? Nothing that's caught my eye or my attention. And so I feel like you've been manifesting something that you can get excited about instead, right? You've been manifesting something that inspires passion. You've been manifesting travel, a new beginning here with the Page of Wands. And I feel like that's what you are attracting in. With the Emperor in Death, it feels like there's a sense here where change is coming, no matter what, right? The transformation you've been looking for, the changes you've been looking for, they're definitely on their way. But the way that they happen might be deceptive. It's kind of the energy. Like this might represent a change in your circumstances or in your life, but not the change you think it is or that you think it will be. It's like, especially if it's kicking off now, as things play out, it might be the catalyst, because again, a lot of Mars energy, the catalyst that is needed, but not toward the end result that you think it will yield. And I say that because with the Five of Wands clarified by the Three of Wands reverse, this is like a change of plans. So something might go wrong and might kind of like direct you toward a better outcome. Again, something could be revealed where you're like, oh, that is not worth the effort. And you decide to change course here. For some, you've been in conflict, internal conflict with the fact that things have shifted. They've changed course, and you may not have wanted that. And it may have been hard for you to kind of like let that go or process through that. And it feels like that's why you're being called this month to be very discerning and very cautious about whatever gets your attention, right? It's like this and that can be true, or this and that can almost be separate. Like, let's say if you've been trying to heal from a breakup, right? You could have somebody who comes into your life this month that you find very attractive, that you get excited about again. And it can both be somebody who sparks that in you and like helps you prepare to kind of move on from your previous relationship or like get excited about what else is around the corner, without being the person that's worth a lot of investment or time or energy. Because if there's somebody else involved here, it feels like there's multiple energies with the Five of Wands. I just feel like it's more trouble than it's worth. Sorry about my stomach. Especially like, I feel like there's a heaviness with the Emperor in Death. You may have had to make a really tough judgment call, like an executive decision to end something. And it didn't just end that situation. It ended like a whole chapter of your journey. It ended a part of your life, right? A part of how you knew things to be. It feels like you guys want that levity back. You want that excitement and that spark. But there's like a note here to let something, let something kind of like, you know, spark the flame without having to, like a match lights the fire, doesn't provide the kindling. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of the vibe here. I see that happening with, yeah, because beneath the Ace of Wands is Judgment in reverse. Like, this is not something where I feel like your perception about a judgment call in this situation is going to change by the end of the month. So like if you go into the month excited about somebody in your life and you're like, oh, hell yeah, I'm on board. By the end of the month, something may have come up, or it might like kind of get your attention where you're like, whoa, that's not the way. That's not the path here. You are in a period of transition, so what you want and what you're reaching for, what's in alignment with you, also naturally has to change as well. And it feels like these are themes that you're going to be kind of working on and grappling with this month. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that has been helpful. I'd love to hear how your month comes out, so feel free to come back and let me know. And if you're looking to book a personal, you can do so with me through my website, which is linked down below. Have a safe, happy, healthy month ahead, my friends. Take care. Bye.